Hey guys, here and welcome to Market Monday. So Aaron Donald is kind of like the big news of the day. Was he in packs? Was he not in packs earlier this morning? All evidence points to him not being in packs. And a lot of people are like, I pulled a lot of packs for Donald and there was none on the blocks. Then we got some server maintenance and it's kind of getting the kind of a very EA day today. So hopefully EA makes it right and gives people that the packs that they pulled back that didn't when Aaron Donald wasn't in packs. And then I hopefully, as a result of that, Donald's price also goes down. Now, he's sitting at 2.89, which people are paying for, 2.99, etc. So a 3 million coin card for somebody that's barely better because he's numbered. The highest number I've seen so far is 33. I'm sure when this goes up, the number will be a little bit higher. But he's not that much better than, say, Howie Long. He can get, power move specialist. But in the end, I can't believe he's slower. But Donald is always a great name. People like using him. The artwork's kind of cool. I like these special cards, the special artworks. It's very heroic, comic book-like, so it fits the theme of MUT Heroes. So we're getting a new limited time card every day for the next few days. Actually, for the next 5 days. We're getting it today, Monday, Tuesday, limited time, team of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the new MUT Hero limited time cards, plus the MUT 10. So Friday will be a double dip. And plus signature cards Thursday, so a quadruple dip limited day after, 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So there you go, right? That's kind of coming. The market, I don't think is going to go up a whole lot this week as we start, there's going to be a lot of packs pulled, especially if cards are as big a name as Donald. I know a lot of people are concerned about their favorite team getting a card because they're so expensive. I hope Donald's price gets about cut in half. I think that's probably, hopefully, what it'll get to tomorrow of Team of the Week if we get some make rights too. But you never know. People could still be insane and keep paying over $2 million for him for a card that's kind of less like there. But another thing with Donald, his power has been pretty expensive all year. We'll take a look at it. And so power up investing is something we want to talk about. I pumped it earlier this year and I said you need to invest in smart players, and Donald is one of the big names of the game. Other smart guys, like fast guys, like the Cook's got a high card. So I kind of want to look at let's just search for Donald here. So Donald's going for 80K, but he's been expensive all year, and so there hasn't been he hasn't been a big one. I think the big one's kind of the big 59K. Never mind. He's down from 80K, which he was earlier this year, but he was expensive all year. Cook's the wide receiver who's fast. Whenever he got a new card, he was going to go up, so he went up. People make some coins there. A lot of the MUT Heroes, Jamal Adams went up. So it really depends on how good the overall card is for this for the power-ups to be improved. Like, I went today on stream and bought a bunch of Kamaras. I think I bought 4 of them because maybe Kamara gets a limited time card this week. Kamara, Zeke could potentially get it. People are they always screw Kamara on speed, but I'm like, dang, that's true. Nobody's going to Kamara, even though he's a big name this year, even though he's doing really well, because he's just not going to be well statted. So that's a very fair point. I may have made a mistake there. I'm going to hold on to it, see if he does get a card. Wide receiver Hill, 23K. I mean, do we think he's getting a new card soon? He's been injured for so much this year. I don't know. But power-up investing is something that people have made some coins off of. So congrats to those people who invested, waited. These MUT Heroes, especially the Adams and friends, sell them right away. But otherwise, there's been a lot of power-up busts too, where people have not made coins because the cards either don't get upgraded or they get bad upgrades. And people kind of just sit there and stuck there with some stock and some coins that are locked there. And that is very sad news indeed. So it's risky. Let's go back to, or start to redo Reroll Sets. I recommend whenever a new promo comes out to actually be by my Twitch stream. So my Twitch stream is where we go through a lot of coin making methods right away. We basically are able to tell you, hey, here's how you make hundreds of thousands of coins. And people yesterday have said, hey, your method on the stream was able to make me a ton of coins. Maybe I should do a Market Monday on Friday or something, or Saturday after the promo comes out. Tell you how to do these things. I've done that in the past. I should probably do that in the future. But the reroll stuff, training currency for MUT Heroes. So we did the numbers. We rolled the numbers on these things. And really what you kind of want to do is the 9091, you have to get really lucky, right? You're probably going to lose. Let me bring you over to the classic, the often imitated by many trash YouTubers, never replicated training spreadsheets. All right, so the MUT Heroes portion of the reroll costs. Right now it costs, $61.85 as you see in game to reroll this MUT Hero set. And the coin cost of that, because we take the lowest amount that you can roll for sets, 91 costs 219 divided by 68, and you can always snipe these lower than this. This is just the market value. I didn't really filter very hard. So 32 is the lowest price right now for training, but it costs you about 198 coins to reroll that stuff. The sell price in these things unfortunately aren't that great. So unless you get super lucky, you are not going to really make a lot of coins. If you got to roll a lot of 91s there. There are some 91s, of course, like that are more expensive than others. Like if we go to the MUT Heroes and we look for the more expensive 91s, we will find them. Look hard and you shall find it. That sounded deeper than it really was. But these 91 MUT Heroes, of course, you are going to pull mostly 90s and you're going to lose your pants in that set. So that's a loser pants, but I just want to show you this loser pants portion of the set. I don't know why. I should just move on to the next point, but I'll finish off this point while we're here. So, MUT Heroes. All right, 165 for a lot of these 90s, but if you move up to the 91s in here, you know, Olsen's going for a bit. Wagner's going, that's kind of like reroll level. That's kind of like what they normally go for. The expensive one, I think Adams right now, I would assume him and is DeCastro down now. DeCastro's slightly more of a profit there than other cards. Otherwise, Adams, I think, is the stud here at 280-ish? 300 now. Okay, so 300. If you pull him, if you pull new cards that are doing well, like if you pull Saquon right when he comes out, or here's another tip, one I wanted to get to. If you do the set for 91s right when they come out and sell it right away, I would imagine you're going to sell it more than you're going to put into it. So that's not a bad, it's not something I'd like make like a bunch of them because you might end up like, you know, breaking even. So just like, it's a way of making a couple coins, scratching a couple together, doing the set, getting it ready to sell right away, right when it comes out the morning that the new Reroll sets, or the new MUT Hero sets come out on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning over this week here. So MUT Heroes is solid. One thing with this MUT Heroes, I want to go to another portion of this before we get back to rerolls. This 80 to 81 MUT Heroes sidekick exchange. So you 75 to 79 overall. You turn into 5 of them to get 1 MUT Hero sidekick. And a MUT Hero sidekick sells for 9K. You can sell it on the block pretty reliably. Takes about a half hour, a little bit more, but it will sell for about 9K. So what do you do then? You snipe these 75 to 79s under 1.5K, you'll make a little bit of profit. Is it worth it to go for that like 600 coins profit if you get everything at 1.5K? Maybe not. Maybe if you're sniping it for like 1K a pop, then you get a little bit better profit. But that's just kind of like a tip out there if you want to kind of like low coin way of making coins is sniping those 75 to 79s. Either put them in the set. I mean, you can always sell back snipes too, but put them in the set, then sell the MUT Hero, and go about your day. So it's something that you can keep sniping, keep combining, and keep making coins off of like that by just trolling the gold market for those 75 to 79s. All right, the reroll sets, right? Let's go back to that. Another thing that we're looking at, the 80 to 81s and the MUT Heroes. So rerolling 80 81s for 240 coins, as you see right here. I'll flash you to it in game. 240, right? 240 right there. Reroll it. It costs you about 76.93 based off this trading price, 32. Of course, you can snipe it lower, and you can sell them for 9K. So there is a slight profit. If you take off 10%, 8.1, there's about a 400 coin profit just by re-rolling those things over and over and selling on the block for 9K. Very slim margins. I don't know if it's worth your time, but it is there. There is technically profit still there just by doing that re-roll set. So there you go. If it's worth your time, it's worth your time. Unfortunately, the rest of these reroll sets that are in game, not very profitable. If you run a streak of good luck, yeah, sure, it's profitable, right? But that's like every single pack. If you run good luck in your packs, you're gonna do well. Right now, I haven't done a great job. Like veterans, football outsiders, heavyweights, flashbacks, all these things are currently L's right now, and they're not worth doing. It's sad to see it, but they put these sets in games. They know how we know how we like to make coins off them, and the house takes too big of a rake, in my opinion. They're too slanted towards the house. They need to be kind of better balanced. So that way, it's like, you know how casinos have like a 98% house, like, or you only win 98% of the time. This one's like an 80%. Like, it's a big loss. It's a noticeable loss, an immediate loss. You can't, like, even running hot, you're like breaking even. So it's sad to see that they as a casino, they aren't really doing well for the players and the odds, and it's making us not have fun in their gambling sets, which I think they need to, to do a better job of balancing these out for overalls versus quick sell value. So it's sad to say, but the Economist is still doing a pretty bad job right now, keeping us entertained there, because the reroll sets just are boring because they're so bad. All right, what's next on the list? Oh yeah, one other thing I want to remind you from previous weeks about legends and stuff. Low legends are still pretty good. High legends for that reroll set, people will do it for the limited time card on the weekends. They'll do this reroll set, so it's not a bad value. to go ahead and snipe these things, sell them on the weekend, snipe them during the week, if you know what I mean. And then like the reverse was happening earlier this year, where you'd buy these ADs and put them in the week. So not bad. These things go up on the weekend. Go ahead and grab them. Sometimes it's 22K. But that's kind of the last tip for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me see if I missed anything, but I kind of went through reroll sets, doing the sets, the actual sets. Oh yeah, one other thing with the sets, actually doing the card itself is sometimes valuable. I like the Jamal Adams going right now for 300K. If we look at this set, I keep going over like it's further down. He's going for 300K. All right, Jamal Adams. He gets put together for like 280 if you find the right prices. Like these low elites, like I talked about, 9K. You could probably find you can re-roll them for 7.8. So we'll say 8K a pop. 8K times 15, 120K. These 85s, we'll say they're like 40K. So 120, 160, 200, 240. This one's 8K, 248 plus this one, 288. We'll say that you can put them together. It goes for 300. Then you get these two back nat. You just roll those back into sets for you do a few of these things. You put them into the exchange set, 85 on up exchange sets, and then you can make some coin back that way. So some of these sets are profitable, and just go ahead and do them. They're repeatable. You can keep doing it. I would suggest do the ones like when they come out for the valuable cards. Don't get stuck with a card in a falling market that nobody actually wants. But that's kind of the Market Monday for today. So quite a lot. I think the market's in a great spot right now. I'm really excited about the game right now. I know a lot of people are not as excited, but I think the market's doing well. We're making coins off it. I hope you guys are. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll talk to you tomorrow.